The next thing we're going to go over is the concept of leg pummeling. So it's kind of agnostic to whether he drops you to the overhook side or the underhook side, whatever it happens to be. Let's switch to the other side. Yeah, there you go. So it doesn't matter whether he goes either side, he's controlling, right? What we're kind of trying to do is, usually leg pummeling, it comes in handy when you're not able to just bridge and extend to get out of the leg control. So if he were to drop me to the overhook side, right? Without going to the triangle, just regular here. Like if I can't, apply and bridge out, what you can do is start to use your legs to pummel. So the most common one is using your top leg to pummel his lower leg to escape the hips. So if I was controlling here, the regular thing, if I step over with my top leg and I look for his bottom leg and I just step down, again, stepping closer, like foot to foot, is better than stepping, here, just because you're accessing the end of the lever. Like this is pretty strong, right? He can't move too much. And from here, stepping down, I can hip out, right? And get my hip free to do all this fun stuff, right? So if we go back and he goes same grip and we drop to the underhook side, it's kind of the same deal, right? So I'm here, right? I'm just looking to go here and step, and it's pretty hard, right, for him to get out, right? So the top leg stepping on the bottom leg is kind of your first option. So we'll go back again. And you can use this in any kind of combination. There's no set in stone, right? But again, I have this control. Let's drop to this side again. Another option you can do, depending on your leg length and your dexterity compared to him, is if I can't step on this foot, like he's doing a good job, you can go underneath, right? So it does the same thing, unlocks the leg. So if I lift here, my priority is get this hip out this way. I can then maybe commit a hand if I need to. And again, depending on how dexterous you are, you can pop out and again, continue your escape this way, right? Again, this works either way, doesn't really matter too much. The kind of last variation, so you've all seen when people are like, oh, if somebody crosses their legs, right? You can just go like this and leg lock them. Like it's not really a good thing. It's not gonna work on good people, but there is a use for it to access the lever. So we've had like a step down, we've had like a lift. So now you do the same thing by accessing the lever to his foot. So again, we'll just drop to this side. So what happens here is like, if I get this in front, right? And again, I'm just gonna curl down and apply a little bit of leverage here. So this locks this leg so that I can step up and pop this through, right? So the only thing you gotta be careful of is once you're out, you wanna unthread or switch, right? Because otherwise I'm giving up. Like you can, not great, but you can, yeah, if he knows how to do like rolling back takes and stuff, he has the inside for this. So once I'm here, so put your leg back, so kind of like this, I've curled this down. It's a good idea just to thread it up, and now he can't do too much, right? My leg is under. If he tries to wing it out, unless he has super dexterity, right? And if he does, it opens up this elbow for here that I can go. Does that make sense? So leg pummeling is one of those things where like you can commit some rounds in your training to work on the leg pummeling, but it's something that will complement your other escapes that we've learned. You can't just leg pummel out, right? So in that case, I'd ratchet the overhook side like we learned before, use your leg pummeling. It's just something to like bolster your kind of, because right now the ones I show you, it's just like, oh, you bridge and get out, right? And you see me do it all the time, like step on his feet, but either step on his foot, lift his foot, or access the lever to his hip. The last one is, it's good, but you just have to remember to, fill in the gaps and not, by accessing his lever, if you're not careful, sometimes they can also access your lever. So just like that escape we did before, just make sure like you disengage at the correct time.
Okay.
Does that make sense?